Ashni Mukherjee, and I'm MBA second year student of KIIT School of Management. I'm the student of real estate marketing, and I'm going to discuss something about what is actually real estate. Real estate development or property development, as we all know, is a multifaceted business encompassing activities that range from renovation and re-release of existing buildings to the purchase of raw land and sale of improved land or parcels to others. And definitely in India, real estate is a very booming sector, and experts say that in coming future is going to grow at the rate double for which it exists now. And we all know that in this sector we need an expert's advice, and in our college we already have an expert, that is Professor Biswajit Das. To begin with, Dr. Das is continuing his delight on sustainable real estate market, and he has 25 years of rich experience in academia, industry and government. Besides, Dr. Das has worked as Deputy Registrar in KIIT University itself and is the chairperson of doctoral program, and he is the chairperson of the marketing management area too. As for now, he is the member of academic KIIT University and member board of management KIIT University again. He has been instrumental in the institution building process of KSOM since its inception. To his knowledge, he has authored international research journals and many articles and papers to begin with, like real estate market and business communication, and also personality development. To this, we know that we have got a very great expert in our college, and we are thankful to what we are going to begin. Introduction with our beloved Dr. Biswajit Das. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, our first question to you would be, how you got interested in real estate market?
In fact, real estate occurred to me automatically when I started working with an organization named Orissa State Housing Board in Bhubaneswar. I realized that there is an exponential demand in the sector of housing, and the spat of growth has been alarming. And therefore, to mitigate that of the shortfall in housing, to cater to the need of people and the burgeoning growth rate with respect to development of the economies, I found this sector is going to grow, and there is a lot of the things which everybody needs to contribute to that. So therefore, I got interested and I was involved. I started pursuing, doing work on that.
Thank you, sir. Our next question would be, sir, what are your views regarding the real estate growth in India?
The real estate growth has taken place to a substantial amount since 2000, and the growth rate has been to the tune of 8.45% on an average, if you see too. But in the commercial and housing sector, it has been 34% of growth as is being seen. And Donald Trump Jr., the person who is iconic to the study of real estate, and this is the business in real estate to the tune of $12 million in India, and this is adding to the proportional business with the NRIs investing on real estate who are wanting to come back to India after completion of their earning adventure into the European market with respect to their professional competencies, and they are wanting to come back and settle down in India. And as an investment with the population pressure that has been growing with the limited land, it has created a huge demand, and FDI inflow to the tune of 5.6 billion in the real estate sector, creation of certain portals like that of REIT, REIF have made real estate industry to reckon with, and therefore real estate in India is going to emerge.
So, could you please throw some light on the factors affecting the growth of real estate?
Growth of real estate is contributed to the population boom, limitations of land and the opportunities that are in force. In this sense, when you think about the intrinsic property of a home, everybody by far in or her lifetime wants to have a house. So therefore, if you see to the population, the dearth of houses in India to the tune of 22 million is to be mitigated by certain deadline as per the 5-year plans which government has thought of. So to attend to that, we need to organize our mechanism to deliver, and these factors will develop develop housing and will make the growth in
What are your views about the future of real estate in India?
the expected surge in Indian real estate market will be quite interesting because it is expected to rise to around $90 billion by 2015, and is all due to the impact of recession with respect to Indian currency, which is comparatively devalued with respect to the products. And therefore, in the sector of real estate, it encompasses different allied products and has reduced the price with respect to the value being reduced with respect to the currency. Therefore, there have been enormous investment by NRIs, by people from Middle East, some companies, and Mr. Surendra Hirnandani justifies affirmatively on the standpoints of developing India due to the impact of devaluation in the currency. And it is more likely because people have the paying capacity to afford for the luxuries they are wanting. It is in a way good when you think about the better living conditions when you think about, and the airports, infrastructures, shopping malls, entertainment theaters, connecting roads, ports, every bit of infrastructure that is coming up by virtue of the globalization process, which will bring forth a whole lot of investments in the years to come, and this will be on FDI mostly, and by corporate players who all are wanting to invest for a huge rate of return.
How does FDI influence the real estate market in India?
Indian diaspora repatriating a lot of savings to their homeland, wherein they want to resign during their wee hours of life. And this has been unprecedented, and but for the drastic growth in the development. And what do they do is they try to replicate the properties which they owned in those of the places like that appears in UK mostly, and the amenities to supplement the infrastructure which they have created. In addition to that, these repatriating nationals, they are wanting to go ahead with houses in metros mostly, particularly NCR Delhi, because that is the place where things are happening. And the tax holidays of the government and rent control act, laxity by government to ensure inflow of FDI has made them invest in their own country and realize their dream of being in the soil in which they were born at a point of time. So this process has been continuing because the spat of growth in India limiting to the land mass will appreciate the price of investment whatever they make and will grow in a point of time. And therefore FDI growth has been an instrument of change agent for India and has brought forth a cataclysmic change, and this is the right time for making investment in India, making procurements from abroad for the NRIs.
Lastly, I would like to know your opinion about the career options available in this sector.
For career options, the candidate has to be having competencies with respect to the professional requirements, having creative ideas to contribute to the generation of business as an entrepreneur working in an organization which will substantially facilitate him with packages very lucrative in terms of job. And common to the job market is for freshers is for going into companies and agencies uh, doing business on real estate sector. When I say real estate, it could be on the allied pertaining to real estate like that of pre-engineering products, like that of steel industry, like that of the window blinds or interior decorations and all that. There are avenues, plenty of them. And in addition to that, one could come up with entrepreneurship in the venture, which can lead into better kind of returns on investments, whereas there are not many people here in India who can do that. So it's a very good experience. It will be a good experience for people to come up with real estate professionalism, which is lacking in India today.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your beloved points with us. We are really thank you for this interaction, and we were enlightened with your thoughts.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to speak with you.